Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's update our view on euro currency. Yesterday was kind of the mixed result of the factors that we have discussed. So if participation of the United States in the Middle East conflict initially was under question, and actually the meeting in the Pentagon has finished without any results. So they have not made a decision on participation of the United States in this war, at least for now. In fact, this is kind of the sleeping risk right now, so because it could appear in any moment. So today, for instance, we do not have this decision, but in a few hours they could make this decision. So that's really additional factors and for volatility, and it makes investors to be really nervous. But speaking about the Fed, we haven't got any cut rate, although we thought that it might be. The Fed actually has done two major things. So first, they have promised 2 rate cuts until the end of the year, 50% basis point. And second, they have taken out the phrase on higher risks of the inflation and employment from the statement. So probably it could be treated as a dovish, but we actually have counted on a bit more dovish speech. So as a result, you can see minor bounce on the market in the moment of the Fed statement, and then you can see that downside action continues. What does it mean? It means that on the daily trend, on the daily chart, trend turns bearish right now. We haven't got any grabber here. So initially, as you remember, that was one of the patterns that we were watching. In the morning, it was potentially possible, but by the end of the session, it has not been confirmed. So we haven't got any grabber here. Market's dropping down. So on the daily chart, next area that probably makes sense to watch is around 1360. This is daily average sold. So that might be an important point in the nearest time. On the 4-hour time frame chart, we come to the same area. So here you could see triple two has given us just minor retracement. Market is dropping lower. This trend, this fib level already has been tested. And that's why currently we're focusing and watching for this confidence support around 1370, 1410. So this next support area that we'll be watching for, and probably market could reach it. And then it's starting the more important thing, because depending on what we will see here, and that's why here's, by the way, guys, might be interesting situation for a possible position taken alongside. We potentially could start considering, take a look, this possible hand short inspection, right? And from that standpoint of view, when the neckline agrees with the confidence support, it's always very attractive to consider taking a long position, because the perspective of the forming of the right arm here gives great chances for risk reward and low chances that you'll get the loss, especially when the neckline stands in the confluence. So that's definitely will be great stuff to consider, but probably it will be formed next week. So hardly market within the 2 sessions, especially it's a holiday after the Fed meeting. So hardly market will be able to complete this into session. So probably we'll return back to this question on Monday, but we will see. And the same story on the hourly chart. Here is our flag consolidation, failed chance or failed attempt for the market to start upward direction here. So it was just a reaction on the OP of the local ABCD pattern, and that might be treated as an early reversal inside of the flag to the downside. So this potentially bearish. From that standpoint of view, now we could keep an eye on the XOP target around 1383, and you can see that it perfectly agrees with the confidence area. So it means that here we will have confidence support, natural support resistance area, you can see here. So if I will make it a bit thinner and plot it in this way, so you can see that this is definitely the previous area of the support resistance. So this will be natural, and also we'll have the agreement with the 1 hour XOP area. that's enough reasons to consider this level as potentially interesting for taking a long position. Minimum target will be the top of the right arm, but who knows, if hand short starts failing, it might be great entry for possible further upward continuation. We will see. So that was what we have on the euro currency. Let's keep watching.